Next one up, I'm really delighted to welcome Annika here to the stage. Annika is working with the XPrize recent prize. Who here has not heard of the big longevity prize that was just announced? Okay, a few. Well, then you should really tell them about it, because it's a fantastic new effort in the space, and I couldn't be happier that there's finally some serious funding behind some of the longevity goals that we all care about. Thanks a lot for coming. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my name is Annika Anderson. I'm the Team Relations Manager for XPrize HealthSpan. I'm super excited to talk to you today about how XPrize is helping to fund the next breakthrough longevity, path to breakthrough longevity. So for those of you who haven't heard about XPrize, we are a nonprofit organization that hosts global competitions to incentivize innovation. And we actually started about 30 years ago with the Ansari XPrize, which was awarded in 2004. Spaceship One came out of that, Virgin Atlantic came out of that, and the whole privatized space race kind of took off from there. So we've had about 30 years of success hosting similar prizes in about 7 different domains. And what I'm here to talk to you about today is the XPrize HealthSpan, which is a really exciting new prize that we are hosting. So the XPrize HealthSpan is a 7-year, $101 million prize awarded to those who are able to help move aging biology forward. The barrier that we are trying to overcome is that people are now living 30 years longer, but the gains in function health have not kept pace with that. So the breakthrough we are looking for are proactive therapeutics, multiple interventions that can help improve function and extend quality of life. Our 2 co-title sponsors are the Revolution Foundation and Solve FSHD. Solve is also hosting an additional $10 million bonus prize for anyone who wants to propose therapeutics that can help impact those who are aging with FSHD. So beyond awarding hundreds of millions of dollars, the mission of XPrize HealthSpan is twofold. So we are hoping to provide proof of concept that biological aging is a target for therapeutic development. We're also hoping to create a global network in healthspan and aging research, something that a lot of people can help impact today. Stimulate investment in longevity, biology of aging, and biotech. Develop methodologies for measuring health span, biomarkers of aging, all of that. I know that's something that some people in the room are really excited about. And also build public awareness and new therapeutic options for persons aging with FSHD. So how are we going to run this competition? So the winning team must demonstrate that their therapeutic treatment restores muscle, cognitive, and immune function in older persons. So the therapeutic treatment must also take 1 year or less. So we're hoping to actually get a reversal in aging in those 3 different domains. And awarding of the best team will be indexed to improvements in function relative to the age-related declines expected over a minimum of 10 or a maximum of 20 years. We'll get $81 million in investment. And we are at the beginning of the competition. So we are in an open call for qualifying submissions. They're due December 20th in about 2 weeks. So anyone who's just learning about XPrize HealthSpan, please come talk to me. I can help you get it together in time. And we are looking at about 100 solid qualifying submissions that our independent judging panel will evaluate. And in Q1 of next year, they will select 40 teams who will get a Milestone 1 award of about $250,000 each, to help fund a semifinal proof of concept trial. So that's really small scale. If you've already done proof of concept trials on your therapeutic, you can kind of bypass this stage. And then they will select 10 teams out of those 40 to move on to the finalists, who will get a Milestone 2 award of about $1 million each. And they will actually have to conduct 1-year clinical trials that we will help support between 2027 and 2029 when judging concludes. And we pick, hopefully, a winner at the end of this competition. And the FSHD track will skip the semifinal zone and just go straight into finals over the next 7 years. And here's just another kind of graph of what that looks like with the different deadlines in place. You'll see finals judging closes in 2029, and then we have the winner announced in 2030 with a bunch of other milestones, team summits, investor summits, and fun things along the way. So please think about how you can get involved with this as well. So what you all want to know is who is crazy enough to compete in the XPrize HealthSpan? That is what I focus on. So we actually have 496 teams pre-registered for this competition. I checked this morning. We're super excited about that number, representing 53 different countries around the world. The top 5 countries represented, if you're curious, are US, Canada, India, China, Japan, and 6 is actually United Kingdom, which has had more teams increasing there. In terms of team snapshots, so 54% of teams competing are for-profit private companies, so biotech startups, newly formed companies, those in various stages of investment. And then we have a growing university population that we're really excited about. It's actually doubled over the last few months as we've been on the road, going to different academic institutions, speaking at conferences and all of that. So a lot of top universities who have research teams competing. And then there's kind of a mixture of nonprofits, publicly traded, other folks, just mighty biohacker warriors who are competing as well. And then in terms of financial landscape of those private companies, we have about the majority in the pre-seed and seed stage, and then 30 teams who are in series A, B, and C who are competing as well. And in terms of therapeutic solutions, we actually have 62% of teams who are proposing a combination of therapeutics, so everything from lifestyle, behavioral intervention, supplements, all of that, to new drugs, biologics, stem cell therapy, gene therapy, repurposed drugs, and other. All teams are kind of working towards getting IND secured, and we're working on kind of creating alternative pathways to get drugs approved, which is something really exciting that our team has been spending a lot of time on. And I'm doing really good. I'm cruising through the time here. So mark your calendars. December 20th is our deadline for qualifying submissions. So if you are interested in competing in the XPrize Healthspan, I encourage you to come speak to me. You can also go to our website. It's just XPrize/Healthspan and take a look at all of the resources and documents we put together for you there. If you are interested in investing in the longevity and biotech space, we have a awards ceremony for the semifinalists, those 40 teams. That will actually be vetted by our scientific advisory board, selected by our judging panel, all experts in the field, so worthwhile investments. And they will be coming to our Investor Summit in May in New York, 12th to 14th, and we are looking for folks to come share resources, invest in these teams, and help get them across the finish line 7 years from now. So that is about it, and I'll end with kind of a thank you to our sponsors, advisors, investors, to the Foresight Institute for having us. We're really excited about this competition, and just the caliber of teams who are coming in are super impressive. So we're looking forward to hopefully making some longevity breakthroughs in the next couple of years. And that's it. Any questions?
Thank you. So this is existing technologies that are going to be demonstrated over the next few years, and the top prizes for demonstrating a 20-year increase in longevity. What biomarkers are you going to rely on to?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have actually an endpoints committee who is determining what those endpoints are going to be for the competition. They're still working to form them, but we are measuring in immune, muscle, and cognitive function, and we have a list of, there's our team, the advisory committee, we have a list of measures that we're kind of setting and different criteria that people can use to evaluate throughout the clinical trials of the competition. But the majority of teams have something in process already. It'd be really difficult to do it in the timelines that we've set if you don't already have something in production, but some teams are hoping to do that as well.
So you're going to let them introduce evidence from trials that are already in place?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, a lot of the teams who are already submitting have data from previous clinical trials, but we do let people come in later to the competition. So if something comes up in the next few years that's really incredible in the space, they can still enter at a later stage. It just has to be before 2027 when we do the finals testing, because then they have a specific roadmap they have to follow.
Right, we have time for one more.
Just a quick comment, pulling together the other two presentations and riffing on what Mark said. The next XPrize is going to be the double XPrize for women's health.
Woo! We just decided that a few months ago.
Yes, we just won that competition. And so what that means, though, is that if you saw the demographic makeup of the teams for this prize, most of it is private industry. So this is a whole other landscape for those of you who are not in academia, who don't do research, who aren't going to be, pushing forward on that front. This is a place where those exponential solutions can come in. And so be on the lookout for that later this year.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, announcements of this nature are always welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.